and look at the change of scenery. Except for, I would normally be sitting on that side, so this seems really odd to me, because I'm going to have to look this way.
You didn't say anything.
No, hey girl. I hope that, here's the one thing. By the way, oh my god, I am going to have to switch my microphone over to the other side. Do you see the kind of direction that I get when we're on the show? It's also ghetto. Hi, Fifi, welcome back to the show.
It's
Can you
all
hear me
right.
now?
That's why I came back.
See, that's why you
it's
came
all
back.
fun.
Because it's all fun.
That's true.
And this is what's going to happen, though, because... Of course, last time we always do the show at Moe's. You've been the guest twice now. This is number 3.
This is my third time,
Third
right?
time, yes. And we love you on the show.
Thanks.
And no, we're not at Moe's. We're at Harvey Milkapos American Diner.
Right on the corner of University and 6th in the heart of Hillcrest, San Diego. Lovely.
And I was just noticing, because I'm noticing your hair, and I already can hear exactly what Ophelia is going to tell me.
What's she going to say?
She's going to say that you are on the wrong side. because
my flowers are on the wrong side. Yeah. Shall we switch a flower? I said that, didn't I? Oh well. Fuck you, Ophelia. I don't give a shit. At least I got dressed up, okay?
You ain't here today.
It's 400 degrees in San Diego today. You're lucky I got a drag.
Nice. You got that fabulous fan.
Oh, that's true. Oh, it's blowing the hell out of me, honey.
Well, thank you for having us here. I'm really excited to be here. I have been here once. I came for brunch a week ago.
Yeah, Sunday. I think it was last Sunday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great time. I had the hash. They made it very special for me because I don't like the onions.
Okay.
So it was fantastic. I love it. Now, when did you guys officially take over?
We took over August the 1st.
August 1st.
And we're slowly morphing the restaurant into what Big Mike and Tom Brown and Frank Lechner are planning for the restaurant.
Okay.
At this point, we've got our breakfast menu complete. We're introducing new items to the menu as we speak. Some of the guys got to taste some of the pizzas that we're making here, but a lot of the items were pre-prepared and just warmed up and frozen. We're not doing any of that stuff. We're going to start making things fresh here.
Got it.
And we're going to keep some of the deli items, but it's going to change over. It's going to change over. It's going to be more diner.
It's going to be more diner.
More diner.
So, exactly like the name states, all American diner.
Right, not deli.
Not deli. Yes. Like it was formerly used to be deli. And you'll see, these are staying. Are they staying permanently?
No, they're not staying.
Well, you know what?
No.
You put them bitches in auction, and you'll get a shit ton of money. You could probably.
That's true.
You could probably. I don't know.
Well, that'll be like they're worth a lot of money.
Yeah.
I wanted one, but they don't belong to us. Anyway. Then the second phase will be a complete facelift of the restaurant. It's in, it's in nice shape now, but it needs to change. It needs to change into what Harvey Milk's is going to be. So that'll come in October.
October. Got it.
Little steps to get to the final point.
The sign.
The sign is our first step.
I think those were great.
Yeah.
I took a photo of it on Instagram.
Right.
And I put it to my Facebook, and that shit went everywhere.
Yeah.
It went everywhere.
Fantastic.
What happened? What did they do?
I don't know. Somebody's watching sports down there, and they got a boner.
What damn happened?
Yeah.
Come into a place and they're watching sports.
Well, at least there's people. Huh?
Well, I'm sorry. So how have you been? What's going on? What's new and exciting?
Well, I started working here at the diner, and I'm still at Lips on Wednesday nights. Yeah. It's my rhinestone ball, darling. Just in case. If I get too hot, it'll explode. Send little rhinestones all over the world.
Okay.
But just working here. It's been really, really cool. Changing things around and getting things together. And still at Lips on Wednesday nights doing Bitchy Bingo with that crazy ass bitch, Miss Kiki.
Miss Kiki.
Yeah.
Kiki, who joined the They Said cast permanently.
Yeah.
She replaced Alejandra. And
That's true.
She's fabulous. I love her. She's very
Yeah. And we got Paris that also won. She won Impersonator of the Year at the Nickies. Also, so we got some prize winners last night, and they were in the show. And we were talking earlier about twerking.
Yes, we were.
Yeah.
Because that seems to be the buzzword of the month, or of the summer, I guess.
And I brought it up because on Sundays, Tootie twerks in her nun outfit for gospel brunch, and it's amazing.
Tootie twerks.
Yeah.
Does she got the whole butt motion?
Oh my God.
Really?
Yeah.
Can she clap?
Oh, she can clap. It's a thunderous applause.
Thunder.
My sister, none of the above.
Oh my God. I haven't been to a gospel brunch at Lips since you moved to the new location.
Oh my God.
I need to come over there and see what it's like over there.
Those queens are nuts. So much fun.
And how many performers do you have on a brunch day? Like
Typically around 5 to 6 performers, and then we have a captain who provides all the beverages, and they'll perform too. So it can get a little nuts in there. When the vibe gets going up in that place, it's Sister Gigi, Sister Kiki are letting you have it, you know.
I love how you guys are all Kiki and Gigi and Fifi and.
Because when we get drunk, we can't say more. We can't say more. Yeah. Fifi, whatever. Yeah. Aaron, I've got something to show you. Our chef Peter, our executive chef here, Peter, is coming over, and he's got some great new items that are on the menu. Yeah, it's food.
It's food.
These are
food. That's
Peter, say hi to the camera right there. Tell us what we got here. Yum, feta cheese.
And we've got straight up meat.
Straight up meat.
We got a little bit of pepperoni, some sausage, some bacon bits.
Awesome.
And then we got a little bit of spice.
Mm-hmm.
We got a full pork, little braised pork with meat on cheese and some mozzarella. Top off with a little bit of our house meat roast.
Yum.
For the gallo. And some cilantro.
Awesome.
Love it. And it looks like diet pizza because it's on really tiny, flat bread. So it's diet.
We'll extract all the calories out of it.
It looks like a
Cheesecake. Well, we're going to have some of this. Is that okay?
Absolutely.
All right, cool.
Thank you very much.
Thanks so much, Peter. All right, which one are you going to have,
I
Aaron?
think I'll try this one.
Okay.
Because I like it.
I know.
And then they're going to take it away because I can't eat on camera.
You can't?
All I'll do is eat.
Okay, cool. So,
Oh, no.
I'm going to
Very
take
good.
a little bite.
I love it. It's delicious.
Mm-hmm.
Don't give it to Kurt Cunningham. He'll eat the whole damn
All right.
thing. I'm just saying.
Here you go. You got to come by and try this. This would go great with beer. A cold beer.
No, I'm serious. Flatbread pizza, my absolute favorite. Like, super crispy crust. I love it. Love. So I'm glad you guys have them. You guys have full barman.
We do. Completely
Who's
full
doing all
bar.
the cocktails? Is Big Mike doing all the cocktails?
Well, Big Mike is, along with his team, are designing new cocktails for the place.
Okay.
But they're all under the leadership of Big Mike. And you guys know Big Mike. He's been around forever and ever and ever.
He is 800,000 years old.
She pickled me from, the time that I got here.
Right.
I can't tell you how many drinks Big Mike and I had at Rich's in the good old days.
Okay.
Right? Listen to you, Kurt.
Okay.
Little Miss Vodka over there and Little Miss Scotch over here. He used to
Scotch,
wear it
right.
out. In
Well-
that corner, do you remember, Kurt?
These are my
corner bar?
favorite. Look. I love these
Aren't they
little-
huge?
Yes, I love them.
Yeah.
What? So, you've been in San Diego how long?
Since 1992, so it's going to be, 23 years, 24 years?
So, were you here when, not to get off the subject, because I love the pizza. I can't wait till I bring us more food. Were you here when it was Peacock Alley?
Peacock Alley.
Was Peacock?
Yeah.
Okay. So that was where
in that
the Ruby
the
place,
Ruby Room, yeah.
which is now Commonwealth, which is a fucking
There
shit
used to
show
be a
in Paris.
crazy bartender there. I can't remember what his name was.
Blackcock Alley.
And
Is that
he
what
used
people
to make
did?
us mudslides. I can't remember what the bartender's name. He used to make us mudslides, and instead of pouring them in drinks, he would just put the straws in the blender and just give us the blender with a mudslide. I can remember slithering out of that bar a few times. It was lovely.
I'm like, what is it? So, just to give everybody an update, Producer Jay, poor pathetic Producer Jay, broke his wrist over the weekend playing dodgeball. I don't even know if he was playing yet.
I thought he was a fisting enthusiast.
Well, see, I was going to say, if anybody wants to sign his cast, feel free to put something very vulgar and offensive on there. Although, I don't know if it's one of those casts.
They have more pizza for us.
Oh my God, pizza! See, please
Lord
bring over the
have
pizza.
mercy.
And then we're gonna have to take a break because I want to actually eat some.
Right? This is Ben, you guys.
Hey, Ben.
He's in charge of making
You're
our
cute.
pizzas here. Right?
You're a very cute boy.
Ben, tell us what we got
is this
here.
This one that I just brought out.
Yeah, sick.
This one that I just brought out is a vegetarian. You've got
Awesome.
spinach and some tomatoes, olives, mushrooms.
Awesome. And the base sauce is a tomato sauce on there?
It is. Yeah,
Awesome. Great.
1, 2, 3, 4. How many types of pizzas do you guys have?
Well, we still have a number that are in the works.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, right now I think we have 4 on the menu.
Lovely.
A couple of these aren't quite there yet.
So these
so
are
we're getting them for the first time.
All right. We're the guinea pigs.
All right. Thank you very much.
We love being the
No
first.
problem. Enjoy.
Thanks, Ben. Thanks so much for bringing them over.
Can we take a break for like 10 minutes and eat some of these so we can like come back and not be staring at food because that's all I want to do is eat the shit. All right. We're going to be right back.
Well, Erin, I have something to ask you, and I know this is going to just blow the lid off something crazy here.
Oh, Lord. Here we go. Mind you, all the pizza's gone. I just
Right.
want to point that out.
Well, I figured that, I'd put you in a good mood before I put you in a bad mood.
Thank you. Okay.
So I want to know what your opinion is on the colored crosswalks that they want to install in Hillcrest.
Right.
Yeah, the bright rainbow colors, kind of like this, Let's just do everything in bright rainbow
I
colors.
just want to point out how fabulous that
Oh, thanks.
that is.
It's my bingo dress.
It brings out your eyeshadow.
All 49 pounds of it.
Right. Okay.
Thank you.
So I know you listen to the show. You are a fan of the show, and you have heard Ophelia and I talk ad nauseum about that fucking flag,
Yes.
which we talked about. And now we got the flag, the big fabulous 800-foot flag for $80,000 and whatever the shit costs per year to maintain. And now they want to put the rainbow crosswalks in the crosswalks, paint rainbow stripes in the crosswalks.
Right.
And to the tune of $22,000 every 3 years.
But is that per crosswalk?
Uh,
Or
I,
is that the total cost of the project?
I think
and
it's
how many crosswalks will that cover?
I don't remember how many crosswalks, but it's not every single corner.
Okay.
It's primary corners in Hillcrest, like major cross sections. Certainly the normal
Where
street.
the high-end hookers hang out.
Exactly,
Right,
you know.
okay, Gotcha.
Of course, where everybody's going to be. Because, God forbid, we spend $20,000 on, I don't know, Mama's Kitchen. Or
Right.
something else that,
Well, that
is certainly more worthwhile. And trust me, I get it. Everybody says, oh, it's privately funded, so if somebody wants to donate to it, let them spend their money on what they want to. Well, sure, but wouldn't it be great if they spent their money on something else?
That's what I was going to say. I was being quiet because there's a need and a want, and I just don't think we need something
Thank
like
you.
that. I think that a lot of our people want a better life or a better break in our community, and I think that that's where our money could be more well spent. That's just my opinion,
You just hit the nail on the head. You said the two main words,
Yeah.
need and want.
Yeah.
And clearly, the thing that's the most important is need.
Right.
I mean, isn't need for I'll say probably 1,000 LGBT homeless people we have running through Hillcrest?
Sure, I see it every day.
Yeah,
I
thank
see
you.
it every day.
Every
On
day.
this corner, I see it every day. It's just really weird. So that's why I tend to believe that it's more of a want instead of a need.
Correct. Right.
So,
And we have fantastic restaurants like Harvey Milk's American Diner,
Right.
paying forward a legacy of a pioneer.
and I think we've also marked our community by that wonderful flag. And I know what you think about the flag.
Right.
But we've already gotten to the point where we recognize our community.
Thank you.
The flag is there. The monument is there. That's enough. You know where you're at. And I'm cool with the flags during the month of July for Gay Pride. That's cool. What's next? Are we going to color coordinate buildings?
Right. Exactly.
Lampshades? What's next?
Only gays on this side of the street.
Oh my God,
Everybody
that's
has to
right.
be gay on this side of the street.
All businesses.
No, on the other
Open
side
to
of the street.
homosexuality on the right, everybody else on the left.
Well, and it was so funny because I think it was Channel 10 that actually posted the question like maybe a day or two ago on Facebook with a photo of the crosswalks in West Hollywood.
West
or
Hollywood,
Chicago?
yeah.
I can't remember.
It's West Hollywood.
And asking everybody's opinion. And
scathing.
Oh my God.
I can imagine.
No.
You know, the Jewish community doesn't have Jewish crosswalks. Can you imagine?
Little Italy don't
Paint
have-
them Manischewitz red. Paint them all Manischewitz red. By the way,
Thank you.
that's right. Happy New Year.
Right, Lashana Tova,
Yeah.
my heaves, my heaves, my heaves.
That's right.
We're celebrating
I
our
went-
New Year.
I went to DZ Aikens today to pay tribute to all my Jewish friends.
To all your Jewish friends,
Yeah,
DZ
I
Aikens.
did. Had a big old pastrami sandwich.
Thank you. Well, at least
It
it
was
wasn't
my
ham.
part of giving. That's true.
At least it wasn't ham.
Oh Lord, don't say it.
Don't say
It's
it.
a sin.
No, thank you for telling us that fabulous story. I love that story.
It's too long for film.
What else is going on in the news?
Well,
We already talked about twerking, Miley Cyrus.
and Tootie.
And Tootie.
Yeah,
Yes.
Tootie and the twerks.
So, did you watch the VMAs, by the way?
The
Just
what?
curious,
The VMAs? Yes.
Yes.
Unfortunately, I did. Well, you know, I mean, there's been a lot of stuff. What I did hear on one of the television shows, and I want to say it was The View, maybe, that everybody's talking about the responsibility that Miley Cyrus has, and this and that, you know, and that she's supposed to be somebody that you look up to. I didn't grow up that way. I looked up to my parents. I didn't look up to the kids I saw on television. So I think your idols need to be at home instead of on TV. And I think that's what you need to teach at home instead of holding her responsible
Right.
for what she did well. And what I think she did well is what Madonna used to do back in the days.
Well-
She created controversy, and it's hyped her up in the media. So she's doing her job, and she's going to be famous.
Well, and that, hello, she was a publicist's wet dream.
Right?
I mean,
Absolutely.
a wet dream.
Absolutely.
Because people, here we are almost 2 weeks later and we're still talking about it. Still
Absolutely.
memes all over the internet.
Absolutely. I think it's great. I think mission accomplished.
And she did an interview on MTV News and said that exact same thing.
Sure.
She said,
She's not stupid.
oh, fuck, she's not
She's
stupid.
not stupid. Everybody had her damn picture on the cover of their magazine.
I mean,
and she was all over the internet. She did her job.
She is worth $500 million.
Right.
I mean, give me a break.
You know what?
Hannah Montana.
Yeah. You know what it reminded me of? And it was really weird because I'm 52 years old. It reminded me of the day that they announced that Madonna was doing the sex book and how outraged everybody was.
Yeah.
Yet, it sold out in every goddamn bookstore in the world. And they said she'd never be anything after that. So
I have two, actually.
Really?
Do you have the book?
I don't have.
I
a book.
have two of them.
No.
I have one that I opened and is a big fucking mess because everybody looked at it.
Sure.
And then I have one that I never opened.
It's probably
So-
worth a fortune.
Well, it will as soon as she croaks. So when she croaks, I'm gonna put that shit on eBay.
Right.
I know that's a shame.
Oh well.
Oh, I feel bad. Can we give a shout out to, please, just really quickly to Todd Gloria, our Interrameo.
Wow, that's really cool, isn't it?
Yeah, that's
I
pretty
think that's
cool.
awesome.
So
Gay
for
mayor.
90 days, he's gonna be the big gay mayor of Big Gay City.
Right. Maybe those sidewalks are reality.
Well, you know, maybe they should be downtown.
They better be rhinestones.
Well, or something.
Oh well.
So, but yeah, bye-bye, Mayor Filner, and see you later. Bye,
Yeah,
Felicia.
enough of the jokes on Johnny Carson,
Jay
Jay Leno. So I told you, now you really know how old I am, bitch.
We still watching Solid Gold over
Right.
your house, girl.
Okay. Yeah. Come over
Soul
for
Train.
some Soul Train.
Oh my God.
You had to go there, didn't
I'm
you?
just saying.
But yeah, so long to the jokes, you know. It was so, oh my God. Even my friends in El Paso were calling and asking about our mayor.
That shit was international
It's
news.
ridiculous.
It was
Oh, well.
so bad.
So be it, it's done.
You're political, are you not? You pay attention to
I do.
politics and what's
Yeah.
going on. What do you think about what's going on in New York with Anthony Weiner? Do you think we're all over that?
Did
'Cause-
you see the confrontation today that he had with that man in the Jewish deli? About, oh my God, I just saw it right before I got here. It was a scuffle between him and a gentleman in a Jewish deli, and the man was telling him that he just needed to give up and like stay home, and he got into this altercation with him, loud and screaming. It was just really weird. Personally, I think the guy's a jerk. I think it's kind of shameless how these politicians think that it's cool to be doing crap like that. Like okay.
this is the new kind of American
Right,
politician,
yeah.
right? You know.
Yeah, if
You're-
your wiener's not on fire, you're not any good. You know.
Biggest sex scandal wins.
Right.
Oh my God.
If Clinton starred.
And then we've got, of course, everything that's going on in Russia. What do you
Well-
think of, can I ask you a question? What do you think about the whole, because you work in the bar industry, and so I'm just curious what you think about the whole Stoli boycott thing. You think that's...
Well, there needs to be a way for us to make some kind of impact on what's going on over there. I'm not sure if Stoli's the way. I'm not sure if drunks paving the way to freedom is the way to get things done. I'm not sure that that our message would be heard by doing something like that. There's got to be another way for us to make a stand. I'm not even sure that a boycott of the Olympics is good, because those athletes train for so many years to get there. I think a good message to send them is if they win at the Olympics, that they need to turn their medals back in. Win your medal.
Because you already
and
won.
once you have your medal and you've proved your point, give the medal back in protest.
Yeah.
But just prove your point that you were the athlete that you were trained to be, and that you win and you gave it your all. But in protest of what's going on and how they're treating people, I think they should return their medals and let them stay in Russia.
Wow. I had not heard that. I never really thought about it that way. That's pretty interesting.
I don't know.
You a smart cookie girl.
I'm a paint by number drag queen and a smart cookie.
You just ain't about bingo, are you?
I just thought about this over and over and over. It would be so unfair to ask our athletes who put their entire life, or build their life around everything, around their sport, and ask them not to compete. I think it's truly unfair.
At the pinnacle of athleticism.
Sure.
The Olympics.
Sure.
Don't go.
Sure. Don't go. You have to go. You have to compete. And you should win. And then you leave your medals there and tell them we don't want anything that your country offers.
Interesting. I like that. I can't wait.
Let's start a campaign, Aaron.
Well, here's what I'm going to be interested is the viewers who are watching and the people who listen to the podcast. I am curious what you think about that. Do you think that would be a new campaign that people should start in a memeograph or however they do it?
I think
is that what we should be asking for? Because
I think it would be a smart campaign.
makes
I don't
sense.
think that it should be just the United States that does that. I think that it should be any country that believes the same thing that we do, that everybody's equal and that everybody should be treated the same. Leave your medals in Russia. Show them that what they're doing is not wrong, and show them that it's not just us being another one of those countries that's in everybody's business. It's in the interest of humanity, not of the United States.
I like that. That's good. I think we should take a break on that note and freshen my cocktail because I don't have one.
Right.
And we'll come back and talk about more
Let's
fun
toast
stuff.
what you have left.
Okay.
Cheers.
Thank you. We'll be right back.
Bye.
We're back. And I have a new cocktail and it's lemonade. Thank you, former emeritus producer, whatever his name is. Not former.
When you're an empress, you're always an empress.
You're always an empress.
That's right.
These two bicker about.
You're always a majesty.
Oh, good lord.
Yeah. Somebody called me a highness the other day, and I had to correct them.
Oh, that's a thing. That's right, because I remember Nicole getting all about it.
I earned my damn majesty, honey.
I'm just
I
saying.
want to be called majesty. Yeah. No, forget the money. What we had to put up with. That's what we paid for. Anyway,
Speaking of
paying for things.
Talked about before that we had talked about Jose on the show a couple of weeks ago. And did you have a relationship with Jose?
Yeah,
Okay.
in fact, I met Jose for the very first time with Empress Nicole and Coco Lachine of New York. We had lunch at the House of Blues. The very first time I met her, the first of several times that I had the privilege of hanging out with her. But yeah, and she lived in Palm Springs when I was there, working for All Worlds. So yeah, I knew Jose well. A very interesting man. He was a very interesting man. Very smart. Loved to listen to his stories. He was just amazing. Yeah.
Now, when we start talking about painting crosswalks and fucking monuments and shit like that, those are the things that I think we need to start thinking about.
Absolutely.
plaques and monuments and honoring those sorts of
Right.
legacies, not a fucking rainbow crosswalk.
Well, you know what?
Anyways, that's just what I wanted to say.
When we go back to that, there's another thing that our community has failed to produce, and I'm going to say this really quickly here, but you hardly ever go anywhere and find museums about gay people and our struggle, or our, not struggle, but our passage into where we are right now. And I'd like to see money spent in that direction too. I'd like to see something historic take place. I know they're doing something at the library, right? Downtown?
They are, yes. They
Yeah.
are giving, I think, a wall portion or something. I don't think it's anything significant.
I think there should be a gay museum somewhere.
Well, and here's
Why
the
not
thing.
here?
We have Lambda Archives. I think that it should be much more than what it is.
Sure.
And people should focus some attention on
Sure.
Lambda Archives. Because that thing, if you've ever been there, it's at the Diversionary Theater or downstairs
Right.
behind or wherever at the Diversionary Theater. It's pretty friggin' amazing.
Yeah, it is.
It is amazing what they
is.
have. They have clips from every single news magazine that's been around
And they should.
at the beginning of time.
And they should, because a movement that doesn't know where it came from doesn't know where it's going. So I'm a firm believer that we should be, educating our young as to where we came from, what our struggles were.
Thank you.
It was shocking the other day to me to watch television and notice that it was only the 50th anniversary of Martin Luther King's speech in Washington, D.C. When you look at the film, it seems like such ancient times. And I'm thinking, I was 3 years old or 2 years old when this happened. It's not that long ago. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, I think that history is really, really important, especially in our community, that we don't get those educations. They won't teach us in school what happened to us. Let's teach ourselves what happened to us.
And particularly with LGBT history, thankfully we're able to have that in California.
Sure.
Because of, what was the Senate bill? SB 80? Was it SB 80? Whatever. Whichever one it
Yeah,
was.
I know what you're talking about.
We can now
Yeah.
have that in schools. But there are a lot of other states that don't get that.
Sure.
So,
Sure.
they're going to be like, who was Harvey Milk?
Right.
They'll know in California, I guess. In Texas, not so much.
Not so much.
So, there you go.
Poor Texas.
Oh my God,
Oh, well.
Texas.
Hey, I'm from Texas. I'm proof that you can get away.
One of my friends just posted a photo. Well, I think you know Brooks and David from over at Moe's. And they're posting condo prices for condos in Dallas.
Oh my
And
God.
I'm like, Dallas? Bitch? The hell? And he's like, well, look at what $450,000 gets you in
Yeah.
Dallas. And I said, it's still a condo.
Right.
Besides, who the hell wants to live there? You got no rights. And God forbid your mom ever goes there and she needs an abortion.
Right.
She ain't gonna be able to get one.
Your mom.
Or your
Aaron.
sister. I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
Anyway,
Oh goodness.
let's talk about restaurants and food again.
Okay. Let's talk about how much money you have to pay in restaurants, Aaron.
Okay, thank you. So we all know in San Diego it sure ain't cheap square footage to own a restaurant.
No, it's not cheap
I don't
at
care
all.
if you are in El Cajon or if you are in downtown.
Listen, a taco shop will kill you in this town.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's very expensive. It's expensive to eat out, especially if you want to eat out good too.
you.
So,
And when you're eating out, what do you, the people that are providing you service, the people that come over and give you the drinks, and the fabulous people that come over and bring you pizzas and stuff like that, they're the ones that are 50% of that whole experience.
sure,
Sure, you go for the food, but if the service sucks, you're not going back.
that's true.
I mean, let's just be real.
That's true.
So there's this restaurant that got a lot of national notoriety in the past couple of weeks. A restaurant that I want to point out has closed.
Serato.
The end is done.
Serato.
Got all this publicity because he penned an editorial about how successful his model of no tipping made his restaurant thrive. Closed.
And that's why the restaurant's closed.
Gone.
Because his experiment failed.
Yes, and so the experiment is that he cut tipping out up for his servers.
But auto-graded it every check.
Correct.
Yeah.
So automatic gratuity of 18% to every check. And his argument was that it made it automatically made his servers perform better. And the one thing that restaurant, if anything else, was known for
Was
its
bad service.
mediocre to bad service.
Yeah. Well, it was a sausage house, as I've mentioned
Thank
before.
you. The Linkery.
I'm not opposed to sausage. Lord knows I've had plenty in my days.
Wasn't
But,
Sausage King right down there
right.
the street?
That sausage too.
Yeah.
But anyway, I just find it peculiar. To me, I've been to places where they autograt you, and of course, when you go to Europe, there's an autograt with everything. But service in the United States and Europe is completely different. They're more detailed. You don't have to ask for anything. It's done for you. In the United States, the customer is very picky, and you have to be insanely talented and insanely meticulous if you're going to charge somebody 18%. I just find it peculiar that he chose, first of all, a sausage house, and second of all, I don't even think they had linen napkins, did they?
No, they did not.
Yeah, paper napkins and 18% gratuity. That was, like I said, that was your first clue of being duped.
Mm-hmm.
You look around in the neighborhood,
Right.
it was, not saying that North Park's bad, but it's not a 5-star, 18% automatic gratuity area. It's a cool area with great restaurants, but it's more relaxed than that.
Well, and let's be real. I mean, Forbes magazine put North Park on their top 10 list of
hipsters?
of hipster locations in the United States. Now, you make that determination whether you think that's a good or a bad thing.
Well, I want to know how they get their information. If they get their information by Yelp, we know what Yelp is. Everybody that won't tell you the shit that they want, that they're griping about at the restaurant, they go to Yelp and they put it on Yelp.
Correct. Because don't you find that
Computers make you very brave.
Thank you very much, particularly when it comes to reviewing service type industry.
Right.
So people go to Yelp. Do you think they'll automatically go to Yelp to do a 5-star review? No.
Probably
but they
not.
will automatically go to Yelp
Sure.
if they got a fucking shitty service
That's
somewhere.
true. That is so true.
I'm just putting it out there.
So
I'll go and write a badass review for some bad shit that happened to me, and I want everybody to know about it. But if I came to, whatever la-di-da new place that opened up in Hillcrest, and I had a really great time, well, the first thing I'm going to do when I get home is not go to Yelp and write a 5-star review.
That's true. But that a lot of people put a lot of weight into it, and I think now, seeing how Yelp works, I think that its credibility is kind of running back. It's not as important anymore. I used to go there to find out about things, but in time you realize it's the people that don't say anything at the restaurant there. Listen, if I have a problem at a restaurant, I'm going to tell you about it there.
Thank you.
Right there.
Thank you.
I need you to know immediately.
Thank you.
So, going back to that situation with 18% gratuity, there's very few restaurants in the world that can get away with that, and I don't think he had any business doing something like that. And I think he perfectly planned his own execution because it's obvious the doors are closed, Aaron.
Right. And he's moving out of town.
Wow.
And this is a man that went from having 2 restaurants in the city to having 0.
Well, that's too bad. It's always sad to see somebody not be successful. At least it's something that they love. But I'll tell you what.
He was the mechanic of his own demise.
Right, that's true. Go somewhere where you can charge 18% gratuity. And San Diego's not the place.
No, not the place.
No, not really.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I do know one thing about North Park that I do love. Hipster or whatever it has become, is you can go from a smoke shop to the new craft beer store to the new brewery that they put in to the Splash Wine Bar,
right,
to the hipster dive bar Elephant, to the red pink elephant or whatever the hell it is,
to Lips.
Yeah,
it's a really cool mix.
Yeah.
And I like the way people intermingle in those bars. There's a little bit of everything in every bar. Mm-hmm. That's the cool part of North Park. So maybe there is some truth to the 10 hottest hipster places,
right,
I guess, because it's very accepting and it's very diverse.
Well,
that it is.
And a lot of what has happened to North Park is what has happened in Hillcrest within the past 10, 15 years. Do you think that might be a catalyst for a lot of why, like, the HBA wants to paint fucking rainbow crosswalks to try
Those
to.
damn rainbow crosswalks are driving you nuts,
They
aren't
are,
they?
I swear to God. But I think a lot of it is because they are still trying to hold on to that. Oh my God, this is our location stuff.
Well, as long as they're good to us, I don't really care who hangs out in our neighborhood.
Right, thank you.
I don't care. And I don't think we need rainbows everywhere. We know whose neighborhood this is.
Right. It doesn't really matter whose neighborhood it is now, because guess what? All the young couples that have moved here that are walking around on the sidewalks
Sure.
every Sunday with their strollers.
Sure.
They moved here for a reason.
That's right.
And,
They sure
and it wasn't
did.
because there were no gays.
Right.
It was because the gays were here first.
And it's funny that you said that. The young couples with their strollers, because on the weekends when I work here, it's young straight couples and young gay couples. 2 mommies, 2 daddies. It's so cool. I love that.
I do
It's
love
great.
Okay, Hillcrest. What do we got coming up in Hillcrest? There's so much stuff.
First, we got AIDS Walk.
Oh my God, yes we do.
Yeah.
Ian's gonna love you for saying that.
AIDS Walk is
AIDS Walk,
coming
AIDS
up.
Walk.
It's September the
29th.
and it's going to take place here in San Diego, all over Balboa Park, Hillcrest, downtown. It's a run and a walk, isn't it, Aaron?
It's a run and a walk,
There you
and
go.
this year, brand new, the Street Challenge.
Oh, that's
the new,
awesome.
The obstacle courses. I
So-
do want to point out that producer Jay and producer Kurt have not signed up for our team yet.
Wow.
I know, right?
Maybe, Kurt, you could consider doing that bicycle thing that you did the year that you ran for Empress. Yeah, I think we have pictures of that, too. And what else do we have coming up? We've got the gala from the
Gala, yes.
from the center coming up, and that's October 19th.
October 19th. Yes.
October 19th coming up. It's their 50th anniversary, isn't it?
40th.
40th.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
It's my age.
Oh, yes. Your age.
Your age.
Yeah.
You're like, bitch.
Well, it's okay.
40th. Yes, so the 40th anniversary gala for
And-
the LGBT Center.
And the following night, we're doing my Glam Fest again for autism over at Lips.
Do you want to know what's so funny? Is that when you were on the show the very first time
Was
was to talk about
advertise that. Yeah,
Yes.
that's
And
true.
so
And this is my, I think it's the 4th year.
Okay. So you
I
must
think
have
it's our
raised a
4th
shit
year.
ton of money for
Well, we do our best.
For
We do our best.
autism.
It's for the San Diego Autism Society, and we do Glam Fest every year at Lips, and we have a bunch of entertainers that come by. We donate all of the proceeds that are made that day to the door, and it's our way of giving back to the community. And it's all the girls. The entire cast is involved from all the shows, and some outside entertainers as well
And
too.
I told you why I love Lip so much and why you guys do the thing that you do and what Glitz did for us when she won the So You Think You Could Drag there, and she did it for Stonewall, which was an epic fundraiser for Stonewall. And you had a cute story of why the autism charity.
How I met 'em.
Yeah.
It was a Wednesday night. I had a table of 12.
Right.
And at the beginning of my show, I kind of table tap all the tables and see what's going on and who's there. And this one table, I asked what was going on, and they were just it's ladies' night. And I said, well, what do you have in common? And we're all friends. And I kept prying a little bit more, and I said, well, what kind of friends? Like neighbors, girlfriends? What the fuck's going on? And they said, we all have children with autism. And it just so happened that day I had gone to Brent, our manager there, and told him, we need to do something. As part of Lips, we need to get involved in the community. We need to do something for it, that's a little bit more upfront. And I'm absolutely clear that those ladies were sent to me for a reason. And so I've worked with them, for the last 4 years. It's been a dream. It's been a really cool event. It raises a lot of money, and it does a lot of good for the kids with autism, special programs and things like that. So, yeah, take them horseback riding. They use it for surf camps. Just different things that keep the kids involved. Yeah,
Things that are good for them. See,
Yeah.
I love that. I really, really,
yeah,
really
and
love that.
it's also brought me some really good friends too. Some really good friends.
And I can bet that them ladies have other lady friends that come in
Yeah.
for bingo and
Yeah.
gospel brunch.
In fact, we
and-
had a table of them there last Wednesday, and they were crazy as shit.
See?
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
So that's October 20th, and it's
at Lips.
and is it dinner in the show?
It's a dinner
or-
and a show, yeah.
Okay.
The tickets are going to be $40 and $60. The $60 tickets will be on the runway, and the $40 tickets are for general admission. It's a 3-course meal. Harvey Milks is going to be part of it, and we'll have some other restaurants represented. And
You got
we'll have
prizes and stuff?
Yeah, we're going to have raffles and giveaways and restaurant giveaways. Lots of things going on. So,
Fabulous.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's October 20th.
I really, really, really appreciate Brent and Lips for doing the stuff that they do, because I don't think that they get enough credit for the amount of work that they do to help charities. Because I don't think that they toot their horn enough.
No, I don't think they do.
They should.
Tootie's getting ready to do one also. She does rescue for animals down into Baja California, and she does this every year. There's a troop of the girls. They go down there and they raise money for animals that need to be neutered or spayed, that need medical attention, and they're getting ready to get down there and do that also. So yeah, there is a lot of things that they don't announce that are done by the Lips girls.
And I think that's one of the things that's really fantastic about all the girls that work there
Sure.
and the restaurant itself. But seriously, go to Lips, because them girls are hard-working girls.
They some hard-working
I'm
hookers.
just saying.
Yeah, that's true.
We should probably start pre-plugging, and I know Ophelia will appreciate this. Not that this is the Ophelia show, but whatever. We're getting in the season for the blanket drive, so
That's
going to
true.
be coming up, and that is
Yeah.
important to everybody in the court.
Even though it's hard to believe that we would be asking for blankets on the hottest day of the
Thank
damn
you.
year. No wonder she asked me to substitute. Bitch.
See,
It's the hottest fucking day of the year. I got a fan in my coochie and one on the left and one on the right.
see, and people they look at us in San Diego and be like, "You bitches complain about anything. You have the most perfect weather in the whole fucking world."
Not this week,
And
motherfuckers.
they have no idea. When we're used to it being perfect weather,
Yeah.
when it gets fucking hot like this, it's
Oh my
miserable.
God. Beyond miserable.
That fan.
Yeah.
right now.
I'm telling you what, Aaron. If
You ain't moving,
if I had to pick favorites right now, you would not win. Okay?
I am just saying. Oh my God. Well, this has been a very fun show. Thank you so much.
Oh, thanks for asking me.
much for
Are we
having
almost
me.
done?
I think we're about
I'm
done, because I don't really know unless you got a dirty joke you want to tell me.
Wow, I don't think I have a dirty joke today.
No, Kurt usually is the one that has all the nasty jokes, but he
Really?
can never remember them. That's that
No.
Alzheimer's.
I know, I can remember them on the way here. It's just when I get here, I forget everything. I had a million things to say. Said
See?
nothing.
That's because we just chat. It's just a conversation.
Coffee talk, you know?
Can we give a shout out for Harvey Milk's American Diner one more time? Tell
We're
us
on
the
the-
address again.
We're on the corner of 6th and University. We're reinventing the corner here.
Reinventing.
You guys, we're open every morning for breakfast at 8 o'clock in the morning. We stay open until 12 o'clock in the evening during the week. And Fridays and Saturdays, if you're out late, we're open till 2.
Shut up. And the kitchen is open?
Oh, yeah, the kitchen's open. And not only that, did you see the bakery case when you came in?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a couple of bakery items in there that I'd like to roll around in. All right.
So, the kitchen stays open till 2?
Till 2 o'clock on Fridays and Saturdays, 12 o'clock midnight on Sundays, Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And the website is www.
It's Harvey, it's Harvey Milk, Harvey Milk's
Google
American
it.
Diner, yeah.
Google, go to Facebook. It's right there. Harvey Milk's American Diner.
Yeah,
You can
Big
find it
Mike,
on-
Tom Brown, and Frank Lechner would love to see you guys down here.
Yes, they
Please
would.
come in to Harvey Milk's. We'd love to have you.
Thank you, honey. Thank you for being my.
Thanks.
thank you
Oh
for
my
being
goodness.
My co-host, and
And I managed to get through it with my eyebrows still on.
just saying.
Damn.
Now I can go with Jay, so he cannot be late for his
I know.
thing that's in an hour.
It's a surprise party you're not supposed to know about.
We'll talk all about it next week.
Stay classy, San Diego.
Bye, everybody.